Okay. Yeah, got that? One, two, three, four. I'll trade you. There's 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. Trade you, stack them up. Yeah, just send them this way, the quizzes. Yeah, send the quizzes. We'll get a stack here. Oh, you've already got your stack. Nice work. 3, 4.
You're going to go with stuff that doesn't.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, we have to have something to last at least until Tuesday, right? Or 1 minute before Tuesday. No. I've got to go 3 minutes.
You can't blame
Oh, but
me.
Julia,
I
it's
tried.
Did I get them all? Did you check them? Are they right? Okay, 2 things. Do I have all the quizzes?
Yeah.
Do you all have a piece of paper? Okay, good, good. Okay, let's staple this together so they won't go away. And then, okay. Now let's check and see if I got them right. So let's see, we've got Foster's 4 steps. It was repetition, concentration, comprehension. Sorry, I have to remember what I wrote in reflection. So those are the 4. So it's, yeah, 1 per row, like that. And then they argues that prayer is the practice of attention. Hopefully you all got that, because we actually went over that at the end of class. Remember we practiced how to read last time, and you guys picked that. Someone, I forget who it was, someone picked that out as the important thing from that first couple paragraphs, was the idea of attention being prayer. Okay, so what I have here is something for you to discuss. So here's how we're going to do this. Let's see, the first bit, so numbers 1 through 7, 8 is special. So let's do 1 through 7. We're going to do groups, and just do your best to answer those first 7 questions. And then we'll take a break, we'll discuss the 7 questions, and then we'll do I'll explain what to do with number 8 in just a bit. So I'll give this back here. So pick a group, you get to choose your own group. Isn't that exciting? So those of you can move around. Come on, I know you do. Michael, I realize
Oh my gosh. You have 3 options right here. You want to this?
comment or something.
I'm trying to say.
What?
What is important? Which I knew.
It was something like, hey, we should laugh. But then I realized it was. I apologize for you.
Isn't it?
Come on, no, you want
Isn't it what?
Where's Logan? Did he disappear? What do you want me to? Oh, there you are. I want to make sure you move. Are you okay?
What?
Okay. Are you okay? I'm okay. Are you sure you're okay? You're all right. I'm a little too happy. Well, we get done 10 minutes early. Yeah, I've got a doctor's appointment. Oh, what are you getting checked out? I don't know. You go to the doctor, you call them up and you say, chest pain, and they drop everything for you. If you need a doctor's appointment, just say chest pain. And they're like, oh, we'll begin today. So. Okay. Okay. Session 11. I'm going to find this. is any discussion. Any discussion? Where is it? Why? Why won't it show up? I'll be there in a minute. I gotta solve a problem.
Girl, you create your own Dang, how long is this? It has to do with students working to form a habit of attention where the subject is spread.
Why is this not? OneDrive. Says it's uploaded. There we go. All done? Oh, wait, which one? Oh, the most important outcome of study.
Yeah, they talk about it in the other one, like about they talk about it there.
Wait, fine. They? I don't know how to pronounce, yeah. Skip it. Maybe someone else will figure it out. It's just to make sure that give us some structure for our discussion. Here, go on to this one. Here, I'll get. Oh, yeah, sorry, Makai, you had your hand up and I just rejected you. Did you lose your book?
No, it's someone
Bring it every day, man. I should bring that junky one for you, the one that's hard to read.
I was just too busy studying. In my apartment.
Nice work. My office number's
Do I
in
get
there.
extra credit points for that?
Nope.
That was the fastest note.
That way I talk less.
This is the first edition.
Logan likes to talk, so I'll call him next.
He's really chatty over here.
It's so good.
So we're starting to use I also feel like that. So we're writing increasing the power of attention with prayer. It says like try to get down to the origin of each fault. So like trying to examine.
It's not with my sheet, it's trying to
By what was the television supposed to be like
And it said,
Desire. I actually highlighted the intelligence can only be led by desire. Where's that? 93. Middle third paragraph.
I'm excited for that one. When do we get to watch the movie? Okay, so I'm at work.
See, I quit reading about this part. I don't think I read it, so I can't tell you what it Oh, it's down here. Every school exercise thought of in this way is like a there's a special way of waiting. There's a special way of waiting. So wait for the truth, don't go out and search. What? Wait for the truth instead of going out and search. Sure.
Skip number one. Oh, and four. Okay. So I've got an answer for one.
How's it going up there?
Great.
I love that you're all wearing pastels.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I have an answer.
Thrift store?
Yeah.
Any shop where there's desire, is it like business clothes? Or is it like?
No, it's regular people clothes.
Okay, and what days are the ones?
Thursdays from 5 to 7.
Where?
In Galloway. It's in the door next to the Galloway door. In the back. You know where you can go like from the back of the aisle, like where the garbage is, you can go and the equivalent of that in Galloway. It's right there. We've got a big sign and a rack of clothes. So obviously put it to the outside store.
How can we think of our studies as sacraments?
Yeah, just say
That makes sense.
How else will they hear you? You don't drown out everybody else. Bro, I can take this out.
You do? Normally I sit here and read for the next class, and they make me work.
I'm kind of a hobby. I say revision.
She tore apart her whole essay. I want to make sure I really did kind of good.
Okay, she wrote sorry on loss.
For Brit Lit? Was I super
That's okay, I still got an A.
Sorry, I'm lost.
Wait, did you reference all your page numbers? I don't know, is that what you're talking about?
essay?
Yeah.
Who writes that?
It said 0 then.
I just got turned off.
I'm in for tomorrow.
No, just kidding. Yeah, you referenced all your page numbers?
My SK level.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so interesting. And then I'm sorry, I'm lost. I said my last word is like, you should like this, and it just brings it down. It's really great. Yeah, that's what she was like. I was like, I drove this car all the way home from my house. So thank you so much.
Okay, what's the fourth one?
There in the middle.
Putting our studies to good use.
That class kind of tells me I'm not gonna actually.
Really?
The last time was the first really first trigonometry.
Do you read Spartacus?
Yeah. It hasn't been.
I read half of them.
Well, I think I'm gonna do it because it's getting harder. The Spartans aren't good for it. I read them for today and then I went to class and I was like,
I feel like I read the reading and I don't know, so then I just refer to.
well, that's my problem. That's why I got good reading because I like it.
Well, Othello, I know there's modern translation.
Like I failed one course that I did the reading and I have to fail the test and only use Spark notes. And I was like, so like why am I even? It's like a lot of things. A lot of other stuff to do. It's like I'm not reading it.
I'll read it as fast as I can, like less than 45 minutes, and then I read Spartacus.
That's fine. Literally sitting out like this.
I read it, I start reading it walking to class and finishing class.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, I'll just go stand yeah.
I'll go for the grade.
All right. Hey, things have degenerated in the back row here, so because they finished. So let's discuss what we have. See if we can get together. He's going to cheat off of him, and which is fine because we're collaborating, right? So let's see. Can we get these? Let's see if I can remember. I mean, I've got my notes here, so I'm doing my best for this one. Because someone stole my book. According to Vey, what is the most important outcome of study? What do you think? What was the most important outcome of study according to Vey? Yeah, what did you think?
Increasing our attention.
Oh, increasing our attention. Yeah, I like that. That was a good one. Attention. All right, that does seem to be one of the biggies, doesn't it? Anyone else have anything different or something a little bit off, or maybe odd, different? Yeah, what did you think?
We just had attention, but with also regard to prayer.
Yeah, because so I guess attention leads to prayer. Yeah, attention leads to prayer. In my notes I have attention leads to prayer, which, well, study leads to, here's what I have in my notes, study leads to attention, which leads to prayer, which leads to loving your neighbor. And at first you might say, neighbor, that like, where's the neighbor? Yeah, well, just do your best. Yeah, pick a letter that you want to put in first there. I've got a quote that I have here. I don't know where it is in the book. Like I said, someone stole my book. But so it comes about that paradoxically, as it may seem, a Latin prose or geometry problem, even though they are done wrong, may be of great service one day, provided that we devote the right kind of effort to them. Should the occasion arise, they can one day make us better able to give someone in affliction exactly the help they need to save him in the supreme moment of need. And that's not to say that just because you know geometry, you're going to be able to save someone. I think that this is a little bit deeper than that, that our ability to take attention, to study, will allow us to better see the need that our neighbor has so that we can love our neighbor better. Okay, what would you hope to get out of your work you're doing at MVNU? Oh, no, let's skip that one, because you all have different things, right? I don't know what your thought is. Like maybe you just want to get your MSR degree. I don't know. But whatever your goals, what are your goals? I hope that they have something to do with your academics. But what I found interesting was that last sentence on page 91 at the very bottom. And I don't know, how does that, did you notice anything like about Vey's, like that statement that she made in, I can't remember the exact wording now, but does anyone want to say anything about that? This is for question 3 in particular, that you found interesting. or not? What was, hey, let me have my book back. I gotta remember, I just can't remember what the statement was. I was hoping someone would be like, oh yeah, it's this interesting for this reason. Students must therefore, without any wish to. Oh yeah, that's right. No, I guess what I really found stunning was that we're doing this, that to be a good student, we shouldn't be worried about our grades. What's that all about? I know this is Vey, she was writing back in the 50s or something, I don't know. But still, it just seems a little bit off, doesn't it? But so I'm guessing that there was a little bit of a dissonance maybe between those two answers. You know, like you hope, I want to be valedictorian, and then she's like, yeah, a real student isn't going to give a rip, right? Okay, well anyway, let's go on. What two conditions did Vey put on putting our studies to good use? And I have these from my notes as well, but hopefully you have something. Two conditions that you found. What did you got, Kyla? Kyla.
Academic success and virtue humility.
Okay, humility and academic success. Okay, good. Okay, academic success. That's not what I have written down, but it's close enough. No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that my wording is different. Success and, success. Yeah, that's great. And what was the other one? Humility. Oh, I like that, humility. Let me just see, how does this relate to what I wrote? Oh, yeah, I like it. Yeah, I have completely different words, but it's very similar. Anyone have something? Yeah, so you might have thought of this in completely different language. Yeah.
What did you put for it?
Oh, I'll tell you in a sec. Just want to see if anyone else had something they wanted to share that was maybe along the same lines, maybe different. Yeah, what did you have, Michael?
I had increasing attention with prayer and taking great pains in finding the origin of mistakes.
Okay, what was that second one again?
Taking great pains to find the origin of mistakes.
Okay, mistakes, yeah. So that's related to humility. Yeah, I like that, because, I have something sort of a combination of the two. We have the intent to do good work, which is academic success, right? So we have this mindset of like working towards success, and then willingness to face our mistakes, which is sort of a combination. Having humility, that's really important, is having the humility to not feel like you have to always have it right. I mean, that's the worst. The worst type of person is someone who thinks that they know it all and always have it right. They're impossible to work with. I guess I'm thinking of some people that I've worked with in the past. No one now. So, but it's really hard when someone is like they're always right. They can't have the humility to see that, there other people might have a better idea than them, or that they might make mistakes. So that's beautiful. I actually have the word humility written in my notes here, but my statement was willingness to make mistakes. Okay, what must intelligence be led? By what must intelligence be led according to Vey? By what must? Okay, yeah, that's not a typo, is it? So what should be before intelligence? That's it. You have one?
Oh, I can.
Oh, okay, you can. Oh, I thought you had your hand up. But I know he does, but you want to tell it? Sorry, I should take these off because I can't see. Can't see anything. I can see you, but up here, can't see it? Oh, I can. So it's like, it's hard. Okay, go ahead.
Is it desire?
Desire. So desire, we must have desire. To have, I don't know, I got to find my notes here somewhere. We'll put it, that sounds good. Desire has to be before intelligence. I like that. Anyone else have something different or the same? Did you have something, Trevor? Same thing? Desire? You have to have desire. Okay, I like it. All right, so then, we got to get moving here because I only have 20 minutes. What does Vey suggest we do when we become tired during our studies? Oh, man. Oh, so bad, isn't it? You start falling asleep. So what are we supposed to do, according to Vey? Did anyone have a good quote or something that they found? Yeah, Trevor's got it. Oh, you got something great? Yeah, don't worry, Trevor. We'll come back.
I said stop working, seek relaxation, and then return.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a break. Take Break. All right, Trevor, did you have something to add to that? Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Well, you got to answer first on the other one, but I'll pick you first this next one. But is there anything else that we need to do? I mean, it's such a good suggestion, though. I mean, I get so tired sometimes. I'm sitting at my computer in the basement, and I'm actually literally falling asleep. I don't know if anyone has done this, like you're typing, and then you're like what's going on? like the head jerks up. Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? So I try to take breaks myself, but Vey has a great thing there. Okay, how can we think, sorry about that. If that was disturbing to you, that should be a K. Think of our studies as sacraments. How can we think of them as sacraments according to Vey? So last thing about Vey, we get to move on to Foster. So good, isn't it? So how can we think of our studies as sacraments? Do you even know what that word means? But, so Trevor, did you have a way to think of your studies as sacraments?
I mean, what I found, or what we talked about is kind of a fragment of God's truth.
Wait, what was that? It was a fragment. So studying. So this is what they, yeah. So this is you're studying truth. So fragments of God's truth. God's truth. Okay, I like that sort of language. So it's a sacrament to study. Sacraments, these are generally things like the Eucharist. Let's see, what are the sacraments? There's baptism, Eucharist, the sacrament of marriage, is that right? Are there 4 last rites? Oh, that's Catholic. Sorry. The Catholics have like 4 or 5 sacraments that they look to. But anyway, we don't have to restrict ourselves to those. Let's go on to Foster, because that's so much easier to understand, I found. We've suffered through Vey, and that might be a good practice for study. Oh, by the way, homework. Next time, more McGuire. It's like a breath of fresh air. At least I find McGuire so good. This McGuire is like concrete examples of how to do things. I love it. I never did well with things like Vey. But anyway, we're going to move on here and to Foster. So here's what I'd like you to do. We have the Foster's 4 steps for study. Where is my list? Oh, I had it right here. Just a sec. So if you need to write them down, here they are. They've got them circled. So you have repetition, concentration, comprehension, and reflection. So repetition, concentration, comprehension, reflection. 2 R's, 2 C's. Let me see if I can remember them just going back here. So we have repetition, concentration, reflection, comprehension? What was that? What it was? Just want to get it right. Comprehension. Yeah, that's right. Comprehension. Okay, so I have 2 things here, and then if you don't like my 2 things, you can make up your own. Notice you got it right there. You got idea? Do you have an idea? Okay, you can do that if you really want to. But how would you do these things? What would it look like if you were studying a sunset? So you want to study a sunset. What does it mean to repetition? What does it look like to concentrate? What does it look like for comprehension and reflection? What are those things? And same thing goes for a poem. When you're studying a poem, so come up with just brief descriptions. And then if you don't like mine, or if you have something funny you think that you'd like to study, I don't know. Maybe you want to study a certain way of dealing with the hog rider in Clash Royale. If that's the case, you put that down. What's that?
Skeleton army.
Is that the way to go?
I mean it.
But what if he brings out a log?
No.
No, that's no good. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, or the princess. Okay. So you do whatever you want here for this, if you'd like. You don't have to. but these two for sure will take a few minutes to come up with ways that we study sunsets and poems using these four steps. Ooh, look, you have an extra one.
Yeah.
It's all right. I can put it with the rest. That way it won't be alone all by itself there. Unless you wanted it for a souvenir.
No.
Okay, you'll get yours back.
This one ready?
It's quiet. I guess you're contemplating, right? Comprehension, concentrating. Logan, you're all done. Amazing. Looks so quickly. Okay, I like little things. I'll follow you. Curious. You're all done too. That's too quick. Oh, interesting. It's like that. Oh, look at that. That's good. What do you think? Did you get the link back already? Did I get in?
I have both. I got the link.
What is it, right here? I got the thing already. Imagine dropping that. Happens everywhere.
Oh wait, ours are switched. Yeah.
Easy salad.
Cushy?
Well, it has all my cards in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just looked like it was puffy, like a cushion.
No, not
Yeah,
really.
very good. It's not. It's just full of cards. Whoops. Oh, your key is in there. Very nice. Yeah, if only we had like a scan system where you could just scan your card. That would be great.
Can
Like
you
a
tell them to
hotel
update
room.
Pio?
You know?
Maybe some new bathrooms.
You have an ID too?
Yeah.
Is your picture good?
That's great.
How did you get into the building?
Wait, yours is green?
Yeah, I'm a faculty. It's old too. It's not the oldest I've got my original from 1997.
With
But
you?
no, my office. But I keep it like that so I can scan at the cafeteria.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Nice work. Okay, here we are. Yeah, we're getting there. Hey, we need to get going so I can get going, because that doctor will get mad at me if I don't show up on time. So, the what?
Got this show up earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
15 minutes early is on time.
Yeah, well, that's what I was told. So growing up, I always knew that, yeah, to be early meant that you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late.
Yep.
Because on time, there's only one moment, right? So it's easy to be late if you're on time. Okay, let's do this. How do you study a sunset? Well, we could randomize this because everyone can do this, right? Just a sec, let's randomize, it'll be more fun. Let's take attendance, we've done that, random. All right, Gracie Ann, how are you going to study a sunset using repetition?
I'm just going to look at it over and over.
Okay, so you do it over and over and over. Does that mean that you do something like this? Look, and then the sun rises over there. That's why I'm looking that way. But, or do you get up early every day for a month?
Well, it's a sunset, so you look at it every
Oh, it's a sunset. Oh, drat. I was thinking of a sunrise. I should change it.
It rises there.
Yeah, it rises, so it sets over there. I'm sorry. Let me just start over. Okay, you're going to do this over and over, meaning you're going to stay up late every day for a month. Okay, so daily maybe? Daily? To see the changes, because every day is different. I actually have a great view of the sunset from my house because of where we're located. We can see the sun setting over sort of Mount Vernon, if you've been there, which some of you have. Okay, so how about a poem? Let's get the next volunteer. Thank you, Gracie, on those beautiful. Emma, how would you study a poem using repetition? It's like the same thing. So here we're going to study by looking at it over and over. Here you read it multiple times. Read multiple times. Good job. We should have had, how do you study a math problem? That would have been perfect.
Don't do it.
Do it over and over, right? You keep doing it? It's the best. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay, onward. Okay, now what about concentration? Evelyn, how would we apply concentration to a sunset?
I said like comparing colors from evening to evening.
Oh, okay, well that's kind of a repetition thing as well. So maybe here, let's see, colors. And then we could also refer back to that, over and over. But yeah, you're staring at the different colors. Yes. Does anyone have anything else about concentration? The one thing I thought of with this one with concentration is you don't want to concentrate too much on the sunset because you're not supposed to stare directly at the sun, right? So don't do that. Wait until it crosses the horizon. But so here, I'll just write this as don't stare at the sun. Just in parentheses, just in case. I don't want to be in trouble, like get sued by someone. Anna, what about a poem? How would we use concentration with our poem?
Don't do two things at once, like don't be listening to music.
Okay, yeah, that's a great point. That if you're reading a poem, unless there's some reason why it would go with some music, don't listen to music while you're trying to comprehend a poem. That's a great point. Let's see. Focus on just the poem. Does anyone have anything else? Other things for concentration? How do you concentrate on a poem? One of the ways that I concentrate on these readings, last year especially, when I read most of them for the first time, I actually read them in my office out loud. So this is not just poems. Actually, we don't have any poems in here. But anyway, it makes me think of this, that to concentrate more, it helps me to read out loud. So I was actually sitting in my office with the door closed, reading, and sometimes my colleagues would be like, I thought you had someone in there with you. It's like, no, I was just reading my book. Because I was reading wherever my book is there, just reading the actual text. So I could see concentration, that whatever it takes to focus, and that might mean reading out loud. So, don't be scared to read things out loud. You could do this in your dorm. Read to one another, like this book that we have here. If you're having trouble with the McGuire reading, which I don't know why, because it's so good. The McGuire stuff, I love it. But anyway, if you're having trouble, read it to your friend and have your friend read it to you. Go back and forth. That might help. Okay, what about comprehension? How do we comprehend a sunset? So we're at Carter. Carter, how do you comprehend a sunset?
I would probably try to understand them and why the light rays go over the cloud.
Ooh.
Just little things like that. Try to understand it more holistically.
Oh, I'm loving that. It sounds like you're talking about science to me, so that's why I wrote it that way. Is that what you're talking about? like how the light rays bend and create the beautiful, that God has created the world this way. And, oh, I love that. Okay, so understand the science. Are there other ways that you want to talk about comprehending a sunset? It's okay, okay. So that was a beautiful one. Sorry, he probably. Okay, let's get the next one. It's the poem. All right, Logan. Logan. What do you got for your poem? How do you comprehend a poem? Okay. All right, I'll put that down. Think about it. I kind of hoping we'll flesh that out a little bit. With a poem, you're certainly going to think about it to comprehend it. Are there other things you can do? So one thing I love about Carter's answer is understanding the science. Carter might be like, I want to understand or comprehend this sunset even more. So I'm going to go to Dr. Ho in the physics department and ask him, like, what's the physics of this thing going on? So to think about it, you might even bring in someone, right? As you're thinking, you'd be like, I really don't understand that bit. And so you go to, like, Dr. Wiley or to Ballinger or someone, someone who's familiar with poetry who can help you out. So I like that. So it's not that I don't like yours, I just want to flesh it out a bit. To think about it, we're not going to think about it in a vacuum. All right, Kyla, did you have something to add to that?
You could try to understand some of like the philosophy behind some of the concepts. You could try to understand what era of poetry that was written.
Ooh, you sound like you're a literature or poetry person.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I got to watch what I say now. But no, this is a great idea, is to comprehend it. You'd be like, what's going on back there? Sort of like this with the, I love this because I'm more science bent towards science, but you can do exactly the same thing here. To better understand a poem, you understand what's going on in the background, why did this person write it, what's the context, right? It's beautiful. Was there someone else over here that was dying to say something? Okay. I thought I saw several hands like shoot up when you just think about it. Although, thinking about it, we'll flesh this out. What does it mean? Okay, last one, reflection. All right, so Makai, what do you think about the sunset? How do we use reflection to study a sunset?
Think about like the past sunsets.
Ooh, interesting. So consider other sunset experiences. Oh man, I wish. I have this photo. This reminds me so much. I brought my family to Bar Harbor. What is that? Acadia National Park. And there's a mountain, Cadillac Mountain. It's a famous place. You're supposed to go there for the sunset. So I brought the whole family there, and the kids. It was a long day, and at the end, they were all crying. I got a picture of this, like this beautiful sunset, and they're all like in tears. They were younger at the time, like 10, 8, something like that. But so anyway, that just popped into my head when Makai said, consider other sunset experiences. That was one. Are there other things that you would say, anyone else, for reflection for studying a sunset? All right, my watch just notified me that we got 1 minute to go, so we have this last one here. And Natalie, you're the winner. How do you get to reflect on a poem?
Okay, so we said, like, what does it mean for us personally and how we can apply it to our lives?
Oh, that's so beautiful. Personal application. Okay, very nice. Here, let's just put this back up here because I know you want to take a photo of this. So here's the last, that's today, isn't it? So essay number 1, people keep asking me, like, how long is it? How many, whatever, do a couple pages, and you can double space. It makes it easier for me to read. Make sure you answer the thing. And also journals, I need to go over this on Wednesday. Remind me about the journals. Like, just make sure you answer the prompt and pull in something from the reading. It doesn't have to be I'll talk about it on Wednesday.
Are you going to reference these in the future?
No.
Okay. Do you want these?
No. They were just a tool. No, no, you've got it in your head now. Thank you so much, Logan. I appreciate you being here. Okay, I'm going to turn off the recording because Hudson doesn't have to listen to the rest of our banter.